Hey guys, Lord Naren White here, the Holy Ghost, the one true God. Back with you with the next video in my series reading Dracula by Bram Stoker. Without further ado, returning to Dracula, as read by Lord Naren White. Without a word, he went and locked the door, and then began to set out on the little table for instruments for yet another operation of transfusion of blood. I had long ago recognized the necessity and begun to take off my coat, but he stopped me with a warning hand. "No," he said. "Today you must operate. I shall provide. You are weakened already." As he spoke, he took off his coat and rolled up his shirt sleeve. Again the operation, again the narcotic, again some return of color to the ashy cheeks, and the regular breathing of healthy sleep. This time, I watched whilst Van Helsing recruited himself and rested. Presently, he took an opportunity of telling Mrs. Westenra that she must not remove anything from Lucy's room without consulting him, that the flowers were of medicinal value, and that the breathing of their odor was a part of the system of cure. Then he took over the care of the case himself, saying that he would watch this night and the next, and would send me word when to come. After another hour, Lucy waked from her sleep, fresh and bright, and seemingly not much worse for her terrible ordeal. What does it all mean? I am beginning to wonder if my long habit of life amongst the insane is beginning to tell upon my own brain. Lucy Westenra's diary. 17 September. 4 days of nights of peace. I am getting so strong again that I hardly know myself. It is as if I had passed through some long nightmare and had just awakened to see the beautiful sunshine and feel the fresh air of the morning around me. I have a dim half remembrance of long, anxious times of waiting and fearing, darkness in which there is not even the pain of hope to make present distress more poignant, and then long spells of oblivion, and the rising back to life as a diver coming up through a great press of water. Since, however, Dr. Van Helsing has been with me, all this bad dreaming seems to have passed away. The noises that used to frighten me out of my wits, the flapping against the windows, the distant voices which seemed so close to me, the harsh sounds that came from I know not where and commanded me to do I know not what, have all ceased. I go to bed now without any fear of sleep. I do not even try to keep awake. I have grown quite fond of the garlic, and a boxful arrives for me every day from Haarlem. Tonight Dr. Van Helsing's going away as he has to be for a day in Amsterdam. But I need not be watched. I am well enough to be left alone. Thank God for mother's sake and dear Arthur, and for all our friends who have been so kind. I shall not even feel the change, for last night Dr. Van Helsing slept in his chair a lot of the time. I found himself twice asleep twice when I awoke. But I did not fear to go to sleep again, although the bows or bats or something flapped almost angrily against the window panes. The Pall Mall Gazette, 18 September. The escaped wolf, perilous adventure of our interviewer. Interview with the keeper in the zoological gardens. after many inquiries and almost as many refusals, and perpetually using the words Pall Mall Gazette as a sort of talisman, I managed to find the keeper of the section of the zoological gardens in which the wolf department is included. Thomas Builder lives in one of the cottages in the enclosure behind the elephant house, and was just sitting down to his tea when I found him. Thomas and his wife are hospitable folk, elderly and without children. And if the specimen I enjoyed of their hospitality be of the average kind, their lives must be pretty comfortable. The keeper would not enter on what he called business until the supper was over, and we were all satisfied. Then, when the table was cleared and he had lit his pipe, he said, "Now, sir, you can go on and ask me what you want. You'll excuse me for refusing to talk of perfunctional subjects afore meals. I give the wolves and jackals and the hyenas and all our section their tea, afore I begins to ask them questions." "How do you mean, ask them questions?" I queried, wishful to get him into a talkative humor. "Hitting of them over the head with a pole is one way, scratching off their ears in another, when gents as is flush wants a bit of a show-off to their gals. I don't so much mind the fust, the hitting of the pole part afore I chucks in their dinner. But I waits till they've had their sherry and coffee, so to speak, afore I tries with the ear scratch. Mind you," he added philosophically, "there's a deal of the same nature in us as in them theer animals. Here's you a-comin' and arskin' of me questions about my business. And I that grump like that only for your bloomin'. Arf quid I'd a-seen you blowed fust 'fore I'd answer. Not even when you arsked me sarcastic, like if you'd like to arsk the superintendent, if you might arsk me questions. Without offense, did I tell you to go to hell? You did. And when you said you'd report me for using obscene language, that was hitting me over the head. But the arf quid made that all right. I weren't a-going to fight. So I waited for the food and did with my owl as the wolves and lions and tigers does. But Lord love your heart, now that the old woman has stuck a chunk of her tea cake in me, and rinsed me out with her bloomin' old teapot, and I've lit up, you may scratch my ears for all you're worth, and won't even get a growl out of me. Drive along with your questions, and I know you're a-comin' at, that ye are escaped wolf." "Exactly. I want you to give me your view of it. Just tell me how it happened. And when I know the facts, I'll get you to say what you consider was the cause of it, and how you think the whole affair will end." "All right, governor. This here is about the old story. That here wolf, what we call berserker, was one of 3 grey ones that came from Norway to Yamrocks, which we bought off him 4 years ago. He was a nice well-behaved wolf that never gave no trouble to talk of. I'm more surprised at him for wanting to get out nor any other animal in the place. But there, you can't trust wolves no more nor women." "Don't you mind him, sir?" broke in Mrs. Tom with a cheery laugh. "He's got mindin' the animals so long that blessed if he ain't like a old wolf hisself. But there ain't no harm in him." "Well, sir, it was about 2 hours after feedin's yesterday when I first heard my disturbance. I was making up a litter in the monkey house for a young puma which is ill." We'll go ahead and stop there for this week. As usual, I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as it greatly helps the channel. Light be with you all. Take care, and thanks again.